Hi folks, hope you're all doing great. Literature is the language of the soul, where thoughts have found its emotions, emotions has found its characters, and every character has found its story. You incorporate an emotion into a story, it elevates the story itself. And that is the magic of literature. It helps you to know the value of each emotion. You delve into the shoes of the character. You empathize with them. You sympathize with them. Experiencing pure literature is almost like an act of worship. It touches you. It changes you from the inside. Russian literature is one of the most widely loved, widely read, and widely appreciated branches of literature, for the very reason that it is very close to reality. It has realism in it. You read it, you are able to connect with yourself. It doesn't speak only about the good things that life has to offer. It also speaks about the struggles, the turmoils, the mental turmoils, the trials and tribulations, the hardships. Here you will find that young student from St. Petersburg who has committed a crime, for he thinks himself to be as great as Napoleon, but finally has succumbed to his conscience, and he faces this eternal question of morality that starts torturing him. Here you also find that Christ-like figure who comes from nowhere, enters into the society. He doesn't affect the society, rather he gets affected by the society, and finally succumbs to insanity. He goes mad. He lands up in a mental asylum. Here you also find that rich aristocratic Russian woman who comes to her brother's family to solve a quarrel, an argument that's going on between her brother and his wife. But in the end, she herself gets entangled in a love triangle that almost ruins her life. Here you also find that man who is serving a sentence in a prison in Caucasus for no fault of his, for a theft committed by his fellow lodger. So these stories, all of these stories speaks about struggles of human beings, how they have endured it. It speaks about values, what values they had, what ideals they had, what made them endure their struggles, and how they have failed, how miserably they have failed. It's not only about the wins, it's also about the failures. Life is also about the failures. Life doesn't always allow you to win. So to that extent, Russian literature is so real. And that's the one thing that makes it great. You take any Russian novel or a story, it is very lengthy. It's known for its length. It goes up to 500, 600, 700 pages. It goes on with lots of characters, lots of character portrayals. You get to learn about human psychology. You get to learn about philosophy. You get to learn about spirituality. All of this incorporated into one novel. So, if you are a true literature fan, or you want to explore the golden era of literature, Russian literature is the right thing for you to start with. stories by Count Lev Tolstoy, Fyodor Dostoevsky, talks about the life of the Russians, the socio-political, cultural life of the 19th century Russians, but are relevant to this day. They have endured the test of time. They have lived through. So this is all I wanted to say. Thank you.